According to BBC, Sudan's war started here in the capital. Nearly 2 years of fighting has wrecked the city, brutalized its people. Now the final battle for Khartoum has begun. The armies encircled RSF fighters in the heart of the city. After steadily advancing through its outlying neighborhoods, troops are mobilizing, preparing to push for full control. It will be a tremendous victory for the army and could be a major turning point in the war. These districts on the city's outskirts has just changed hands. But even in areas that look untouched, the terror is fresh. We were given the first raw accounts of what happened as the army advanced. Asma says one of her friends was dragged into an empty house by RSF soldiers who raped her.
He told her to come with us at gunpoint, and he was beating her with his weapon. And then we heard shooting and the man ordering her to take it off, do this, do that. Then the fighting around us intensified, and we couldn't hear anymore. Bullets were falling in the area, so we hid inside the house.
What's the best thing about the situation for you now?
Security. Security. The best thing is security. They tortured us. They tortured us so terribly.
Mzami can now smile. But just weeks ago, he was sitting there with his brother and neighbor when fleeing RSF fighters ordered them into the house, shot them in the back as they entered, killing both of them. A bullet went through Mzami's leg.
Our friend died instantly. Then the men wanted to enter the house, and my mother tried to hold the door shut, pushing and pushing. They spotted a phone on the ground, grabbed it and left. I went and called the father of my friend so he could come and do first aid, but we couldn't rescue him. My brother died the next morning.
The neighborhood is empty and looted, including the houses of the RSF deputy commander, in the wreckage and the debris of wealth and power. The RSF elite had embedded itself into Khartoum's establishment before they turned on each other. There are other empty houses that were used by RSF commanders, although none as grand as this mansion. But it is evidence that the top officials have moved on.
There are other empty houses that were used by RSF commanders, although none as grand as this mansion. But it is evidence that the top officials have moved on. It's impossible to know for sure, but the army says it believes most of the senior leadership has left the city entirely, and that those still fighting for the heart of Khartoum are the junior commanders, the lower-ranking soldiers, and possibly foreign fighters.
Behind them, the RSF forces left a trail of ashes. They stole everything in Zainabu's house and they burnt it down. Movin Nanjala, MMU TV.